Hey everybody, it's Flight of Favorite Friend bringing you guys a brand new stream. So today we will be starting our work on Sunshine Pier. This is going to be our second area of the park. I'm really excited to get into this. This is definitely going to be a really cool land. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm facing the lockers, both the fairgrounds lockers and the Coca-Cola Freestyle. I'm facing those two buildings right now because I was last facing them. That was the last thing I was facing. So yeah, so today we'll be working on the boardwalk. And so, yeah, let me go ahead and start with, let me actually go back to the original Cedar Hills boardwalk area so that I can kind of get some inspiration for what I want to do with the boardwalk. So I think for the boardwalk, I think kind of what I want to do, I think is kind of start off with what we had and kind of build from there. So I don't really want I don't really want like the entrance to the boardwalk to just be completely flat. I want there to be a little bit of variation. And so we'll kind of work on that as we go. Um, but I think I would like to have kind of that curved idea, having it curve in like that and curve in and out like that. And then another thing we'll do obviously is the stuff over the water as well. So like the boardwalk will kind of go up right next to the water and it'll also go over the water. So we will use that idea. And then we'll also, of course, have all of the we'll have all the different like variation in like the floor of the um, in the floor of the water area. And then so I think also since we have more space, because I'm not confined to a plot anymore, I think also something that we'll work on is we'll try to I think we'll also try to have some maybe a dark ride, maybe a dark ride or two in the boardwalk. But yeah, so kind of my plan for the boardwalk is we're probably going to have maybe two coasters, and then we'll probably also have a dark ride, and then a couple of flat rides. We'll have like the Ferris wheel, the giant wheel. We'll also have Wind Seeker. This will be our land for Wind Seeker, and then I'm gonna find a way also of including Flying Eagle and Matterhorn. I'm definitely not very excited to do Matterhorn. That's going to be one of our very hard ride models. So I'm very much not excited for that. But um, yeah, it'll be cool though. It'll be fun. Um, yeah, but I would say kind of the one thing I hate about Matterhorn is the fact that you have to write animations for each of the ride vehicles. Because I don't know of a way of like having them just rotate in a circle like around one central point. Like the only way I know how to do this is to animate each ride vehicle. Like that's how I did it back when I was on Cedar Hills. But yeah, you can see a huge difference between the amount of space here um, and like the amount of space on like the new Cedar Hills. Like you can tell like on the new Cedar Hills, we do have a lot more space. I think partly just because I made more space, I made more room. But like right here, I quite literally had like the edge of the plot to work with, so um, I had to kind of limit what I could do. Um, so yeah, like yeah, definitely. I would say like the plot definitely limited how much I could expand. Like I kind of wish I had had more space to build. Because I think having the limit just kind of um, well, yeah, I mean, guys, having the limit kind of limits what you can do. So, but yeah, this was going to be high roller dive. So this was going to be our Gerstlauer Infinity coaster on the boardwalk. And it actually, I mean, like it was originally working as surf glider, but then Supap wanted to make some modifications to it, so I allowed him to do that, and it actually looks really good. I'm really happy with how this looks. I think this is kind of something I would envision at like a theme park, so I would definitely say it looks really good. So yeah, shout out to Supap for that really awesome build right there, and also for this one right here. And I think Gary Meowsers also helped him with it. So big shout out to both Supap and Gary Meowsers. And then yeah, this I have to say this restaurant looks so cool. Like I really want to learn how to build like this because this is like really good. But yeah, so I think that is under the coaster. I think because like I think yeah the coaster. Yeah, I think at least part of that is under the coaster, I think. Oh yeah, there's a window into the restaurant right there. Um, so I think that window into the restaurant, I think is right. Yeah, right here. And then this is like how staff would get back and forth. Like this is like how staff would move around. And so there isn't actually a kitchen for this restaurant, but like overall, like I would definitely say this restaurant looks really, really good. And then this is like one of our soup app made some improvements on our gift shop right here. So this was I actually haven't really gotten an opportunity to see this yet. Um, but yeah, oh yeah, so we did have some we did have some merch here. So we had um like Wild Moss merch. We also had Dodger merch, and then Boardwalk merch. Oh yeah, we had Frightland and the Nobu necklace because we were running like we did run Hollow Weekends for 2023. And then so yeah, we had like one of our haunted houses here, like that was like haunting in various state. I was actually pulling from Cedar Point for the haunted houses, like that was actually what I was doing. So I ran that, and I also ran Midnight. Midnight was also an attraction that I ran. Um, and both of those were really good. So yeah, back to and now actually I did the tab complete thing. I actually learned how to do that from James the Great has been helping me with my server, so he helped me with like a fast pass script. And so the basically and now there's like tab completes for the warps. So now I can warp to I'm gonna warp to Grand Carousel, I guess, because I think that's probably the closest we can get to the boardwalk. Okay, yeah, that's cool. And yeah, just as a reminder, please make sure you're not talking about your server on my Twitch channel. By the way, my Twitch channel is all about Cedar Network, so I don't want other servers being mentioned. If that's all right with you. So yeah, as you can see, we'll be working on the boardwalk, and so I'm actually going to leave the building materials for the stuff over here really fast, so just that way I don't lose it. Perfect. There we go. Because I'm gonna just clear it out of my inventory, so I don't want to lose all my building blocks. So yeah, so we'll work on. So I think for the boardwalk, I think we'll probably have it. Let me just. I'll probably do like a mirror image. So the pack that I'm using, I don't actually have a pack for the server, but I do have a pack just that I use personally. So my research pack. So I'm using Minecraft Plus. This to be fully transparent, Minecraft Plus is actually it was originally created as Creative Skies Plus by James the Great. So I actually I will probably and I had changed the owner of the plug, the owner of the resource pack at one point because I was just there was a point where I wasn't very happy with James, but now that he and I are back on good terms, I'm gonna change that back to by James the Great because that was Minecraft Plus. It was originally Creative Skies Plus, and um, that was the resource pack that he created. So basically, his resource pack, what it does is it makes smooth stone stairs, And basically how it does that is James basically retextured waxed exposed copper stairs, and so he retextured them to look like smooth stone stairs, and so you can have like all the different variations of that. So yeah, it is pretty cool. And then the other texture pack I usually use is Faithful 32X. Um, and that one that's actually, it looks like that's actually made for Minecraft 1.20.4, but it worked on, yeah, I guess I'm on 1.20.4 because I haven't updated my server yet. But I'll probably try to update my server maybe at some point today. But yeah, and I'll probably talk to James if I do. I was planning on trying to talk to him today, and I think if I do get to talk to him today, I'll ask him if I can use the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I do get to talk to him today, I'll probably talk to him about. I'll ask him if it's okay if I use the. I'll ask him if it's okay if I use this texture pack for my server, just so that I don't have to have it on personally when I want to use it. Like I want it to be available on the server, so I'm going to talk to him about using it on the server to see if that's okay with him. Um, because it is definitely very useful. Like if you want to use like smooth stone stairs for stuff, it's very useful. So I will definitely talk to him about that, about using it. Um, I'm actually trying to think. I don't actually know if anything is using smooth stone stairs right now. Or actually, maybe this is. Wait, hold on. Is this? No, that's smooth stone. Um, yeah. I would definitely say that this was probably my most fancy thing that I built. Um, I'm actually very happy with this monorail station. Like this was actually something I did build all by myself, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. Yeah, it's definitely a very cool monorail station. Um, but yeah, so like I said, like the tab complete stuff that you're seeing right there, that was made by James the Great. His in his scripts he was using like tab complete and stuff. So I basically learned how to do it from his FastPass script. And I'm really glad that he did the FastPass script, because like it allows you to have fast passes and then to use them. So it's pretty cool. And something I do want to work on today, maybe on stream, is I want to kind of work on having all of my scripts have a help menu, because I do want to have a help menu for each of my different scripts. Like so, for example, like there's like chat help, and so like that shows you the different chat commands. And then if you're not staff, it will not show clear chat. That's kind of what I'm hoping. I actually haven't tested that part yet, but so if I set rank of myself as guest, then I should not have access to clear chat. Like that should only be a, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so like that's only a staff command, so like that shouldn't show up, because like basically help, version, AFK, and mention are able to be used by anyone. And then the clear chat can only be used by staff members. And you might notice like with chat, so if you do /chat, you might notice how the only tab completes are help and version. And that's because for AFK, you just do /AFK, and then for mention, you do either /mention or /at. And actually, I think James actually did help me fix the mention thing last night. And so I actually need to look over that script that he sent me. I still need to look at that because I need to. Oh. Well, I'm definitely very confused by the script that he sent. I think it's partly just because I'm still not really great at script. Um, so I think if I'm understanding this correctly, so first you set like a words array to message split at space. Yeah. So I'll add that to my server at some point later today, like probably after the stream. Um, Again, please make sure you're not promoting your own stuff. Remember, like this is my channel, so I just want to make sure that we're not having self promotion on the channel. So like if you wanna talk about your texture packs and stuff, you can feel free to DM me about that. Just make sure you're not doing that, and make sure you're not doing that in my stream chat. All right, so I need to figure out how we're gonna do this. So I think I'll probably have the path max out right there, and then um, I'll just need to remember that the edge of it is the fence. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start building this just that way I can see how big it's gonna look. Um, because I want to try to make sure it's not too big and not too small. I want to make sure it's a good size. So okay. So that'll be the space on the boardwalk where you're able to walk. I feel like that's decently good. And like I feel like we can start having some of the buildings and stuff. I guess I might make it a little bit wider though. So we have 9, 11, 13. I'm gonna probably try to make it about that long, and we'll just see if that looks good. Yeah, actually, yeah, that does look a little bit better. And then we can add some buildings and stuff. And then we'll also create the bridge that will go over the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably about 9 blocks wide, I think is fine for this bridge. Keeping in mind also that this is a fence, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll actually have to be that wide, I think, because we have to have the fence on the side. But yeah, so that'll be the start of that bridge. Um, yeah, so the water will basically, I think I'll probably start the water like kind of somewhere under the bridge. Um, that's kind of my plan with this is that the water will be like right under the bridge. And I also need to figure out some way of including the both flying eagles and also Matterhorn. I need to include those on the boardwalk somehow. And so I actually might even have this area be part of this area right here be part of the boardwalk as well. Um, I'll figure out some way of doing that. Maybe we could do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, actually, and I need to count it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So probably about like that approximately. And I'll just do that just to complete that part. Um, and actually, I do want to start laying out just placeholder fences for right now, just so I can kind of get an idea of what this is going to look like. So that'll be that, and then that'll be. Okay, yeah, that helps me to visualize that a little bit. So we'll go ahead and do maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 more blocks. Seven. And so this will basically be our way of bringing the path down. And so we'll have like slabs here, which actually means 1, 2. Hold on. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it'll look longer on this side, but that's okay. But yeah, so this will still be a part of the boardwalk. So like we'll still have like a path transition between the two, like between the two types of paths. I am checking in the stream chat every once in a while just so that you guys are aware. So I actually am going to be responding to the stream chat today, hopefully. Um, and if I'm not responding to it, you can like ping me on Discord or something if you have me added on Discord. But yeah, so the basically I'm using the oak fences more as a placeholder, and I'm actually going to do the same thing with oak slabs. Those will be kind of a placeholder block, so that way I can figure out that way I have time to figure out the what the block will be that we'll use for the boardwalk. But for right now, we'll just use oak slabs, just so that I have a placeholder. Perfect. And then yeah, so next we'll do the and so we'll have like a path. Well, the path connect up right here. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll do that, and then so yeah, we'll have the path come out this way, and then we'll figure something out for the rides over here. I do want to figure out the giant wheel. I think that's the first thing I want to figure out right now. With the Sunshine Pier, I want to figure out where we're going to place the giant wheel. I think I honestly kind of want to try to center it. So I think I'll try to find the center of the boardwalk. Um, I think I'm an airhead and forgot to have a center to the boardwalk, but oh well. I guess yeah, like everything is off center. I think partly the way I built this area is like this area has a whole lot of extra space right there, and then this part has like very little extra space. So I kind of built this off a little bit, but that's okay though. Because I needed to have this line of gift shops. I actually might even add another building right here. Maybe I've been thinking about that. But I guess I'm gonna look at the boardwalk and just figure out from there to the end of it. I'll figure out what the middle is. I'll figure out if there even is a middle. 49. Yeah, actually, so there should be a middle, I think. Yeah, that looks more than 23 blocks. 27. I'm gonna try bringing it over by 2 blocks. So I'm gonna take that as the middle of the boardwalk, I guess. Actually, no, that might be a little bit too far over. You know, I'm gonna use this as the center, I guess. This kind of looks centered-ish. I think that's I think that's what we'll end up using. And I guess one solution to this actually would just be moving the boardwalk over by one block. Removing the edge of the boardwalk over by one block. It would look weird on this side though. I think I'm going to stick with what we have. So this is going to be the center of the boardwalk, and then I'm going to have the cube be right about here, and so let me just keep that block in place just so that I remember. I'll just put a grass block for right now, just because the gray was blending in. Okay, so that'll be like this. That'll actually be the center of the cube. We'll do it that way. So we'll have and then we'll have fast lane right here. I kind of want to have like a little switch back in fast lane, so we'll probably have that be right about here. Yeah, I'm honestly cool with having it be about that long. So yeah, that looks good. Yeah, actually, so the center of the queue changed then. Actually, well, I have to count it from here. Okay, so this is actually the new center of the queue, so I just need to move this over to line it up with that. Um, and so now if I'm doing this correctly, it should line up with the grass block. Yep. So then I will move, yeah, I'll have the boardwalk come out this way so that way we can support the queue. And then this will just be dead space. So I'll probably just fence that off. And then we'll have the actual ride area in here. And I'll just need to figure out then for the giant wheel how that's going to look. So actually, well, let me get kind of a temporary floor in here really fast so that way I can figure out. And so I think I do want each of the cars to be probably like that, probably about that wide. So then we'll have the actual wheel be about there. And then I would like to go back to Okay. Yeah, I need to figure out the height of it just because I need to just make sure I have the, so it'll be 141 feet tall. And then if we're taking it from the floor, that's 150. So I think we're taking it from there. So 141. So then I just need to make sure I know the radius of this. So it's 1, 2, 3 plus 19. So that's 3 plus 19. So that's 22, I think it should be. So so the radius should be 22. Okay. And I am not able to have a warp over here yet because I need to finish the construction process of this first. So, and then actually I noticed that this was on the floor. This was sitting on the floor. And then, and actually no, I need to go back because I need to figure out. Yeah, so three blocks and then the start of the ring. And so like I said, the radius is 22. Okay. I'm so glad that I have the top complete setup now because it makes this so much easier. Okay, so yeah, now I just need to create, first I need to create the circle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really fast. So this is going to be HCil. I'm going to make it out of gray wool. And so it does take the radii. Yeah. So, and so I actually will make sure, so looking at from this end right here, I'm going to take from there, and then I'm going to go this way, all the way this way in a straight line, and make sure that that's 43. Okay, so that was not 43 then. Okay, so what did I just do? I think I did 22. So I'm going to try 21. I think actually this is kind of more realistic, I think. So, oh, perfect. Yeah. So now we can go ahead and start working on the circle. So the bottom of the circle, or I guess the bottom end sides. So we'll have 9. 1, 2, that's 5, 7, and 9. So the bottom should be 9. Good. Okay. And we've got 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2 on each side. So triple 1. I'm basically, so I think probably what I want to do is I just want to recreate the giant wheel that we had um, on the original park. Um, okay, Jared, please make sure that you're not bringing drama from other channels onto this channel. And also, please make sure you're not swearing in the chat. Okay, so 2133, 21339. So 2133912. There we go. And in addition to not bringing drama from other streamers onto my channel, please also make sure that you're not mentioning mentioning other streamers or their names. That falls under self promotion. So please make sure that you're not um please make sure you're not talking about other streamers. One, two, and I think it should be the same from the top. So it's back to 1, 2, and then 1, 1, 1. Should be like that, and then 2, 1, 3, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I will say that the reason why I have auto mod is because it basically I just want to make sure that people are keeping chat appropriate and stuff. So like that's why it's in place. And that's also why I have the rules in place on my channel. I want to just kind of make sure to keep my chat and stuff friendly and like family friendly for everyone because I want to make sure that everyone is comfortable in the chat. Okay, I don't know if I've been doing the circle right, but I'm just kind of winging it and hoping I get it right. So 21339. So 21339. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think I did it. So I think that's right. I'm pretty sure. I hope it's right. Um, Let me really fast see if I do undo. I just want to make sure it only undoes that. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely say one nice thing about Optifine and shaders and stuff is that you can use the shadows. Like in this case, I'm using the shadow to determine that this is in the right spot. So, uh, yeah, actually that's fine. Okay, yeah, so we can do that, and then actually, and I'll copy paste it this way. So we're gonna do well. Actually, I guess instead of copy pasting, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by oh, perfect. Oh, why am I still guest? There we go. And yeah, so I think for a clear lag, I think clear lag is something that oh, I forgot about that. So clear lag is something that can only be accessed by staff, I'm pretty sure. Like if I look back at the command, I think it should have permissions only for staff. Yeah, since I've already made the selection, I don't want to deselect it, so I'm just kind of doing this by hand. Oh, actually, maybe I'll just do it like this. It'll be easier. Perfect. Yeah, actually, so I think people will be able to see this now, actually. So like, I think if you go like to this point in the park, you can see that we're building a Ferris wheel. Um, but yeah, and I guess I'm fine with people knowing about it because I'm fine with people knowing that we're building a Ferris wheel because I mean, like it's pretty obvious. Like people can see it from anywhere in the park. So because of how tall it is. So yes, then yeah, we'll do the diagonal stuff, and then we'll also do the smaller circle within here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In the middle there, and then the smaller circle. So that the smaller circle is going to be 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 5. Not 5. Hold on. Oh, so 7, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. And so I think it is a mirror image, I think. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So then, and then I just need to remember to include that as well. Okay, let me go ahead and do this again. Warp to Grand. Oh, and actually, I should probably even add like you have been warped to Grand Carousel. I should probably do that. That would actually be really helpful for people. I should actually be going into scripts for that. So plugin script, plugins script, scripts, warps.sk. Yeah, I'm definitely really glad that I know how to do script. Like it is nice. And then so I think basically I think in order to do that, I think what you'd have to do, I think, is you'd have to um I think you have been warped. I thought I had set that up already, but apparently I didn't. And maybe it only works for it does only work for um yeah, it does only I think it does only work for the it does only work for the GUI right now. So I'll need to fix that. But and I'm not going to fix it on stream, but I'm at least going to fix this part. So this is going to be, I think it's, I want to say you've been warped to arg1, right? And we're going to take arg1 because that's the warp that the player is being warped to. Yeah, perfect. And if I do the wrong warp as well, that you've been warped to Grand Carousel, and then I'll just do one more warp just to make sure it's working. So if I do blue streak, perfect. Okay. Okay, I tried to be nice about this, but I'm gonna have to mute you because you can't be talking like that in the chat. I've already made that clear. And I didn't even know how to mute people on Twitch, but I think it's slash timeout. I think that's why I was doing it wrong. Um, okay, yeah, it was duration and the reason. Okay. And keep in mind that will also be resulting in a punishment on, or like in a mute on Cedar Network as well, on both on the Discord and on the server. And the reason why the mute is only 2 hours on the stream is because on um, the stream is only going to probably go for another hour or so. But your mute on the server will be 1 day because and I did not set up autocomplete for this one. I did not set up the tab complete for mute, so oh, I already saved it. Okay. And so now I just need to remind myself how to do this. So it's, I think, offline player, the reason, and then the time span. Oh yeah, I can see your messages. Yeah, actually, something I need to do with just all of the punishment commands is I need to create more of a I'm gonna need to broadcast the stuff in chat. So oh, come on, let's close that. There we go. Reason arg 2. So hopefully this will work. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I'm hoping it works. So inappropriate behavior after being warned to stop. And then I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to try a 1 day thing and just see if 1 day mute works. With this, I'm going to just go and spread and reload punishments. I don't know why this is being so weird. Okay, there we go. Okay, I probably did not do that right then. Okay, so I'm gonna have to unmute and figure out why this isn't working. Has been muted for time span. Yeah, I'm gonna try temp muting myself to see if I can fix this. I'm gonna try temp muting myself to see if that works. I'm gonna remove the broadcast line that I have, and I'm gonna go ahead and save. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and try muting myself to see if I just broke the command by how I wrote it, or if this is just something else entirely. Temp mute. Um, oh, and I do want to give a really big shout out to Alex for the welcome center for like for the welcome center for the server because it's looking really good. Um, I noticed that he kind of has finished up like the lobby area. He's kind of finished that up, and so now I think he's started to work on like the restrooms and stuff, and it's just looking really good. So yeah, big shout out to him for the hard work he's been putting in. Oh, there we go. All right, so I do need to, yeah, I need to figure out this. So I'm gonna just do this as a test, and okay, so that didn't work. Okay, so it looks like you've been unmuted. All right, so yeah, so I think that you've been muted. It's interesting that that's saying none, like because the time span thing should be set to arg3. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna try just going for arg3 and just seeing. I'm gonna try changing that to arg3. Yeah, so I may just have to use the normal thing for that. I guess I can try checking the so time spent on MS of players UUID because that's set to now. So save SK reload. Hopefully there we go. You've been muted for it. Okay, yeah, so that clearly didn't work. Um, because yeah, I think it's coming up with like the reason. The reason is like 1 day task or task 1 day. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Um, I'm gonna try running that instead of as text. I'm gonna try running it as a string. Oh, and then you do need to put that in there. Arg3. Yeah, I'm gonna try running the like the reason as a string just to see if so no that doesn't work. Um, and actually that also just mutes. Okay, so I'm not I'm gonna just try so how to write how to create a temp mute command with script. Yeah, like temp and temp mute, I've never really completely understood how to do it. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. All right, I just want to make sure I can still chat. Um, I guess for right now, we're only gonna have a perm mute command until I can figure out how to do the temp mute. Um, okay, so there's the temp mute that I wanted to try to do. Okay, so now we're back to the actual content of the stream. I kind of got way off track there, but all right. Um, so I think what I want to do with this is I want actually somehow no, I'm not so sure if this is gonna fit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe move it over maybe. Because I think I probably want the supports to maybe yeah maybe end right about there so we can have and I think the goal would be that I want to connect up to here. So this is going to be oh so it should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Yeah, so that's basically how tall I want it to be. Um, so this is basically going to have to line up to here. So I'm going to try moving it over by a couple blocks. Oh, okay. I guess I'm okay. I think it needs to be moved over by a couple more blocks. So it's been moved over by 2 blocks thus far. For 4, now it's probably going to end up being 5. Oh, and I screwed this up. Three, three, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3. So I think I had this wrong. Yeah, I definitely had this wrong to begin with. Okay, so I need to fix that. This took a very long time. Okay, so then now I'll go ahead and I do want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want there to be a path over here. Perfect. Okay, I think that looks good. I think that's what I want for that. I think oh, then this, oh crap, I still have to move this then. Okay. Yeah, I'll just move it all actually. Yeah, I've got to move the queue over so that's centered. So this is going to be cut. Actually, excuse me. Um, Yep. I just wanted to move that over by 1 block. Okay. Okay. So now that we've done that, so I'm gonna go ahead and so that's what I screwed up on. I just forgot to bring it over by 1 block. That's all I did. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and copy paste the wheel. We're gonna go and copy paste this really fast because I need to do. Let me move this over again. Um, I did select the whole thing. Yes. Okay. And yeah, if you guys ever want a tutorial on modeling or like on like ride models and stuff, or if you also want tutorials on like ride tech and stuff, I'm certainly more than willing to kind of walk you through the process. That's actually something I would like to do potentially at some point is like I do potentially want to do tutorials at some point on ride modeling because I think it's something that a lot of people struggle with. Like I mean, I myself have struggled with it for years, and then now I've kind of finally figured it out. Um, but yeah, definitely, if you guys want to see that kind of content on my channel, definitely be sure to let me know. Either on YouTube through my comment section of my videos, or if you want, or you can just let me know like as I'm streaming live on Twitch, you can let me know in the stream chat if you guys want to see tutorials on how to do like ride models and tech and stuff like that. I guess the way that I usually do ride models, I know that it's probably different for everyone, but I know that the way I do it is I usually will use train carts attachments. I usually use that train carts attachments map to do it. And so that I guess that's what I mean by um, doing tutorials on that. And I guess as far as some of the tutorials about like tech, I would probably explain just kind of very basic redstone before getting into tech because tech I think a lot of the tech that the rides uses a lot of really basic things that you need to know um, with redstone. So like and I'll just give like an example. I'll use like Cyclone as an example. So like some of the tech that I use down here, so I'll just get night vision on. Some of the tech that I use down here is actually very basic redstone because it's basically just like right here, like you can see that I'm using like a torch tower, like I'm using basically a series of like basically a NOT gate right here. So like when the power is off, um, then the system is on. Um, and when like the power is on, the system is off. So like right now, since the system is off, this is on, which is powering this to be off, which is keeping the gate closed. But then when the system is powered, then this turns off and this turns on, and then it powers the gate to open. So yeah, I like that's just an example of very basic redstone that you need to know with train carts. And then I think another one would be like comparators and stuff. You need to know how to use comparators with these redstone systems because you need to know how to like cut off power to a certain system. You know, like you need to know how to cut off power to a certain system, and you do that with comparators. Because like there are times where you might not want like restraints to be able to open if the gates are, or like you might not want restraints to open out the ride is dispatching. So like you might, um, you might need to like disable the restraint system, for example. And then, yeah, that's all I can just do by hand. It was more just kind of the big circle part that I wanted to do that. Oh, I screwed up. Okay, I'm gonna need to do this by hand then, I guess, because I screwed up and forgot to do this because I was distracted. Um, oh, there we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the circle, and then just keeping in mind the circle is 7, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 7, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. So 7, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 7, blah blah blah. So stuff like that. Okay, and then so that's 4 blocks. Should be, I think this should be 4 blocks away from the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess that was my previous location, even though it wasn't. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a very tall Ferris wheel, which is good because I do like having tall Ferris wheels in my park. So yeah. And this might be the only park where I'll have a Ferris wheel, possibly. I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet, whether or not I'm gonna have more Ferris wheels or not. Five, seven. So there's that, and then I need to do that on the side as well. All right. So we've got that. We got our two smaller circles built. And then I think what I saw, I think, is that we do this every 2 blocks. And then I think we do that all the way around the circle, basically wherever there's the. Okay. I think wherever there's this stuff. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, perfect, like that. All right, so we got the kind of the basic outline of the Ferris wheel done. And I'm just saving everything really fast so that way we don't lose anything. Actually, we'll make that the edge of the ride area. And it's 3 blocks around. Okay, so then we'll have basically that. That'll be the ride area for this, and then I think yeah, and then for whenever we have our winter event, yeah, we'll close Giant Wheel, and so then we'll have the. I'm gonna just do a different block for right now, just so that we don't get the blocks confused. Um, so then there'll be like a Santa meet and greet kind of thing. Actually, I think we might even be able to do part of it on the boardwalk. Yeah, we could do like. I want to have like maybe a tower right there just to make it look fancy. Um, and right there. I don't think we'll do that in the back of the building just because I don't think we're gonna have room for it. But yeah, I just want to make kind of the front side of it look cool. We'll do kind of a similar idea here. We'll have, yeah, we'll have it like that. And then, and I do want to make it like kind of like how we have on the original boardwalk. I do want to have another building over here. Maybe this could be like a gift shop or something. Um, and again, that's more of a placeholder. And the reason why I'm using the oak fence is more just kind of as a placeholder for right now. And then the exit, yeah, I'll probably just have like a little exit area right here. And then we'll have like a building right here as well. And I'm gonna just fence off that just because I don't really want people going behind the building. And I want it to be kind of a fancy entrance. We'll have like kind of a little outcrop there. And so the thread probably won't get a super long line, so that's why I didn't build like a really, really huge queue. Um, One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. All right, and then so I think for this, I'm just trying to decide how this is going to work exactly. Okay, and so for the pathing, I do want to start figuring out the path for the boardwalk area, and so I just want to figure out what I had initially, so I can just a little bit of inspiration. Oh. And it was kind of this stuff. I do want to somehow include this because this was actually a pretty cool bridge, so I do want to kind of figure out a way to include this somehow. We're gonna say, yeah. So yeah, so this is something I would like to bring back. So that's why I've placed it in. Because I want to see if we can try to fit that into the new boardwalk. Um, and I think I want maybe one of my rides over here. And then I do need to figure out for this one. Actually, I might even use the same size ride area approximately. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I might be able to fit it in over here because I want it to be, yeah, I want the ride to be maybe 3 blocks away from the path like that, and probably same distance on this side. So I just need to figure out if this is going to be enough room or not. Um, Also, then if I want that, yeah, I thought this was going to be big enough for the ride, but I think um, probably what would be big enough for the ride is if we did, no, oh, not even that. Wow, not even that is big enough. Actually, let me try this. All right, so we got the ride area for flying eagles figured out. Um, so uh, and then so next I need to figure out where Matterhorn is going to go. Matterhorn could probably go right next to Blue Streak, probably. We would be able to fit it in over here. Oh, and I actually still need to figure out like the warp system. I need to figure out like what kind of GUIs we need. So I think we need the just the initial warps GUI, and then yeah, so warps. Yeah, warps will just be a placeholder name for right now. So yeah, that's better. And then within the warps, we'll have probably parks. Oh, so within warps, we'll have parks, resorts, plazas. So like we'll have the plazas because we'll have like Cedar Plaza. Um, like for some of our bigger parks, we'll have plazas. So like this park, for instance. I'm trying to think of what else we'll have. And yeah, I guess we could also just have spawn as well. Spawn, and then we'll also have the close button. And then parks, there's obviously going to be a lot of parks, a lot of resorts, a lot of plazas. And so we'll do different menus for this. So there will be a close button. Then in parks, there will be, of course, Cedar Hills and all the different parks. Cedar Resort and all the different resorts. And then, of course, just a close button. And then I think for Cedar Hills, we will probably have a menu within Cedar Hills and then a menu within that and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I'm kind of going all over the place right now because I'm just doing a million things at once. All right, so I think I would like to try to, probably what I'll do with this ride, yeah, I honestly think Matterhorn will probably stay the same. I don't really see us having a different build for it. I think I'll probably just end up using the same build because that'll just be a little bit easier. I'll copy that head just in case it does anything weird. Junior Fair is probably closest to what we're gonna get. Actually, yeah, let me go ahead. Probably what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and paste right here, and then we'll figure it out from there. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna get some of the. Oh boy, that old fence looks really bad compared to the new one. Yeah. I'll just remove it for a hot second. I'm actually really hope. Oh, good. Yeah, it looks like the head actually stayed. Oop, the head stayed the same. That's good. Yeah, this will partly save me having to make another thing. Yeah. So then I think what we'll do then I think let me just yeah, so we'll need like a 19 by 19 area. So I think where I want this, I think I want it to be let me just grab the fences. Yeah. We'll obviously need like some sort of control booth. And it doesn't really matter how it works, honestly, just because it's not going to be an actual functioning control panel. And I put that in the wrong spot. I hope I didn't screw up anything else. Okay. So yeah, that should look good. So yeah, I realize I'm going back and forth between a million different things, but Um, yeah, it's crazy that Matterhorn. It's crazy that this is kind of fit within such a small plot of land. But yeah, so I think yeah, definitely Matterhorn in this bridge will reuse, but there will be some things we'll just customize for this park. But I think Matterhorn we probably will reuse because I was kind of happy with Matterhorn. I think that's definitely something that I'm cool with. So we'll go ahead and put Matterhorn in, and then I think I may widen the plaza maybe, so like I may bring it out to like here maybe. Um, and I think I would like to have a first aid building in this area. And I may have to put it on this land, or I guess I could even try putting it over here. Um, because we have a first aid at the front of the park, we also have one there now. Um, I guess in some ways it wouldn't hurt to have another first aid. Maybe even over by the cyclone entrance, maybe we could have one over there. Just because I do want to make sure that we have them kind of spread out throughout the park, so that way you're not like too far from the first aid building if you need it. So then I think the queue for flying eagles, I'll probably just make it right over here. And the queue doesn't really have to be that long for this one, since this is like a family attraction. This one, I think Matterhorn is also another one that probably will not need a very long queue. Okay, and then that'll be the location of Matterhorn. So now we figured that out. And that'll be the queue line for that. Yeah, and this midway doesn't really have to be that wide, so I'm gonna try to make it a little bit less wide. And this will actually make room for if we want to have any more buildings over here. That'll make room for that. Um, that would be too similar, I think, to have like a checker pattern, like a checkerboard pattern. I'm gonna just see what I had in the original, and then we'll kind of go off of that. Um, All right, so we got all of that done. And yeah, so that is where I'm going to end off the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys enjoyed the stream, please be sure to follow me on Twitch for notifications of future streams. And please be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube and like my videos for more of this content. And also be sure to let me know in the comment section of my videos on YouTube or whenever I'm live. Be sure to say in the stream chat if you guys want to see tutorials on both tech and also ride models. I'm definitely more than willing to do tutorials if you guys are interested. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.